Problem number 6. So this problem is asking us to draw a few different figures. So let's take a look. It wants us to draw something which is simple, but it's not closed, something that's closed, but isn't simple, and then finally something that's not simple and not closed. So let's go back a second and try to remember what those definitions were. So a figure is simple if it never crosses over itself. A figure is closed if it meets itself back where it starts. So let's go ahead and draw a few examples of each. So here, number 6, let's do A first. So that was simple, not closed. So some example of things that would be simple and not closed would be like, one of my favorites is a little spiral like that. This letter sigma here. This crazy thing over here. As long as it doesn't touch itself again. The letter backwards 3, lowercase epsilon. Any of those things would work. As long as it never crosses over itself again, it's completely fine. Now B, instead of simple, not closed, we want closed and not simple. So now we just have to make sure the figure comes back on itself, but it also crosses over itself. So the infinity sign would work. This like little ampersand here would work. This crazy goodness would work. It can cross over itself as much as it wants, as long as it meets up back where it started. That would be these are all examples of things which are closed but not simple. Finally, problem C. If we put everything together, it needs to be not simple, not closed. So now I have to break both of these rules. So like a fish like that would be an example of something not simple, not closed. If I go back on this, as long as it doesn't touch in the same place, any of these would be examples of things that are not simple, not closed. They cross over themselves, that makes you sad, and they also don't meet back up, so that makes you sad.